Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. So, hot topic, mga kaibigan. May isang lumang video na biglang nabuhay sa social media. And this time, it involves Mariel Rodriguez and Senator Robin Padilla. And I try to stay away from divisive topics such as politics. Pero sometimes hindi mo ma-resist. And the reason why I cannot resist this one is because I used to watch Mariel Rodriguez a long, long time ago. She was a host on one of those noontime shows. I think it was Itbulaga or ASAP. And so that's the reason why I remember her. Okay? So actually yung video na pag-uusapan natin ay hindi pala bago, mga kaibigan. It was actually from 2022 nung tumatakbo pang Senator si Robin Padilla. Pero ngayon, 4 years later, bigla itong nag-resurface online, and it's probably because of the ongoing impeachment proceedings. Siyempre, dahil social media, mabilis talagang kumalat yung mga clips, yung mga memes, right? Yung mga reactions, at iba-ibang interpretations. So today, hindi tayo pupunta sa kung sino-sinong kampo ni Robin or anti-Robin, at hindi rin natin i-defend si Mariel, and at the same time, we are not going to attack her. Okay? So instead, ang gagawin natin, tingnan natin kung ano ba talaga yung sinabi ni Mariel, ano yung explanation niya ngayon, at higit sa lahat, ano ba talaga ang history ng batas na tinutukoy nila. Because this apparently involves Republic Act 8294. At nagbasa ako, mga kaibigan, ha? So interestingly, kapag tiningnan natin yung actual history pala ng batas na ito, mas complicated ang kwento kaysa sa isang viral clip. Okay, so balikan natin kung saan nagsimula yung issue. Noong 2022 election campaign, maraming nagtatanong tungkol sa qualifications ni Robin Padilla.
Dokumento. Ang tanong, paano gagawa daw ng batas si Robin Padilla? Very quickly, anong plano mo?
Ma'am, hindi pa po ako tumatakbong senador, nakagawa na po ako ng batas.
Okay.
Gusto ko pong ipaalam sa lahat, nagkaroon na po tayo ng Robin Padilla Law, kung saan po ay atin pong binago.
So papanoorin natin yung part ng video from 2022. Just a very, very quick one.
Who deserves a place in the Senate? Si Robin talaga yon, because he is genuine. And then sasabihin niyo sa akin, hindi naman lang pagiging genuine ang criteria para makapasok sa Senado dahil gagawa ng batas. Number 1, si Robin nakatapos yan ng college. Meron siyang degree sa criminology. Next, si Robin nung nasa bilibid nakapagpasa na ng batas. Okay? Without even being a senator. Okay?
Okay, and then on August 9, Mariel finally addressed that video.
And I realized na ang common sense pala ay hindi ganun ka-common. Lalo na dun sa mga people na sabi nila, sobrang talino nila, ganyan, na tinitake pala nila lahat literally.
At basically, yung explanation niya, guys, you are taking what I said too literally. Sabi niya, syempre, you have to be a legislator to actually make and pass a law.
Siyempre, hindi ka naman makakapagpasa ng batas kung hindi ka senator, kung hindi ka legislator. Pero siya po kasi yung case study niyan.
So malinaw naman, right, na ina-acknowledge niya ngayon na hindi literal na nagpunta si Robin sa Congress, gumawa ng bill, bumoto, at nagpasa ng batas. Ang sinasabi raw niya noong 2022 was that Robin had some involvement or some sort of an influence in the discussions surrounding that law.
So sinabi ko na nasa bilibid pa lang siya, gumagawa na sila ng batas. Tinake yan ng literally.
So, according kay Mariel, habang nakakulong daw si Robin, yung case niya involving illegal possessions of firearms became closely associated with the issue that this law eventually addressed. Okay, yung explanation niya ngayon is that hindi niya sinasabing si Robin mismo ang legislator. Ang point daw niya was that even before becoming a senator, Robin Padilla already had first-hand experience kung paano nakakaapekto ang batas sa buhay ng isang tao. Okay? She ended her explanation with, context matters, comprehension matters too. Okay? So, now that we understand Mariel's side, tingnan naman natin kung ano ba talaga yung 8294, Republic Act 8294. So, ang Republic Act 8294 pala ay naaproban noong June 6, 1997, noong panahon pa ni President Fidel V. Ramos, FVR. This law amended an older one called the Presidential Decree number 1866, which was issued in 1983 during the Marcos Sr. administrations. So basically, yung presidential decree na ito, it dealt with illegal possession, yung manufacturing, acquisition, and disposition of firearms, yung mga ammunitions, at mga explosives. So, sa simple terms, ito pala yung batas na may kinalalaman sa illegal possession of firearms at iba pang related offenses. So bakit ba ito relevant kay Robin Padilla? Because Robin himself was convicted of illegal possession of firearms. Kaya noong 1994 nakulong siya. So itong issue na ina-address ng Republic Act 8294 wasn't some random issue na walang connection kay Robin Padilla. So directly affected siya ng firearms law. And eventually, in 1997, habang nasa prison siya, incarcerated pa siya, naipasa yung Republic Act 8294 na nag-amend sa existing firearms law. So may connection talaga. But here's the important distinction. Merong difference between kung sasabihin mo na apektuhan ako ng batas, nagbigay ako ng suggestions tungkol sa batas, nakatulong ako sa advocacy para mabago yung batas. There is a difference between that and yung statement na ako yung gumawa at nagpasa ng batas. So, those are completely different things. So, sino nga ba talaga yung original or actual legislator na connected sa Republic Act 8294? So, according to the official legislative records, Republic Act 8294 came from Senate Bill 1148 at tapos yung House Bill number 8820 during the 10th Congress of the Philippines. And one very important name comes up when you look into the history of this law, and that is former Senator Ramon Revilla Sr. In fact, the Philippine Senate honored former Senator Revilla after his death, and the Senate specifically mentioned yung Republic Act 8294 as one of his legislative accomplishments, and they actually called this the Revilla Law. So kung formal legislative authorship yung pinag-uusapan natin, hindi talaga accurate na sabihin na si Robin Padilla ang gumawa ng batas. Okay, former Senator Ramon Revilla Sr. is the senator prominently associated with the measure. Hindi rin necessarily accurate na sabihin walang kinalaman whatsoever si Robin Padilla sa Republic Act number 8294. Because according to Robin Padilla himself, meron siyang naging participation behind the scenes. At ito naman yung part na minsan nawawala kapag puro viral clips lang ang pinapanood natin. Because according to Robin Padilla's own account, habang nakakulong daw siya, nakikipag-communicate daw siya sa mga lawmakers. And one of them was Senator Ramon Revilla Sr. and then Congressman Raul Daza. So according to Robin Padilla, meron daw siyang correspondence tungkol sa proposed changes sa firearms law. Tapos may mga draft daw silang pinapadala, tinitingnan nila, nagbibigay sila ng suggestions. And according to Robin Padilla, some of those suggestions became part of the discussions surrounding the legislation. That is Robin's description of his involvement. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nito na siya ang author ng bill. Hindi ibig sabihin nito na siya ang nagpasa ng bill. But it kind of gives us a context kung bakit sinabi ngayon ni na Robin at Mariel na may involvement siya sa process. And posible naman talaga yun. Okay? You don't have to be a senator to influence legislation, right? Maraming mga batas ang nagsisimula dahil may ordinary group of citizens or citizens na nag-request ng pagbabago. So meron yung dito sa US yung mga sinasabi nating advocacy groups. Meron din yung mga group of experts. May mga association probably of lawyers, of doctors, even victims. Okay, may organizations, right? They can all provide recommendations to lawmakers. Pero at the end of the day, Congress pa rin yung gumagawa at nagpapasa ng batas. So let's really make it simple, mga kaibigan. Halimbawa, may nurse na nakakita ng problem sa healthcare system, right? Nagpunta siya sa isang senator at sinabi niya, "Oh, Senator, I have a problem on this existing law. This is my experience in the hospital. This is what we're going through with patient care. Maybe you can help us change this." And magbigay ka ng recommendation, nagbigay ng examples, right? Maybe some of the suggestions even appear in the final legislation. Did she influence the law? Probably, yes, right? Did she personally pass the law? Of course not, because she is not a legislator, right? And that's basically the distinction we need to understand in this Robin Padilla case. Kasi he could have participated in the discussions. He could have written to lawmakers, right? He could have made some recommendations. And his personal experience could have helped lawmakers understand the problems with the existing firearms law. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, again, na siya mismo ang formally nag-author o nagpasa ng Republic Act 8294. And that's where Mariel's original wording becomes very controversial. Kasi I think for me personally, ito talaga yung heart ng controversy. It's not necessarily whether Robin had involvement, but the bigger issue is the wording. Kapag kasi sinabi mo na kapag pasa siya ng batas, sa ordinary Filipino language, ang dating yan, he passed a law. That's very different from saying nakatulong siya sa discussions tungkol sa pagbabago ng batas or nagbigay siya ng suggestions sa mga lawmakers. Or even, yung sabihin niyang his experience helped influence the legislation. Those statements can potentially be defended based on the history being described. Pero yung phrase na sinabi niya, nakapagpasa ng batas, sounds so much more direct. And that's probably why people reacted so strongly when the clip resurfaced. And at the same time, kung tama naman yung explanation ni Mariel na hindi yun ang talagang intention niya na sabihin, then we also have to include that context. Because fair is fair, right? We can say, well, the wording was inaccurate if interpreted literally. And we can also say, well, there appears to be more context behind what she was trying to describe. Because both things can be true, right? So if we remove all political opinions and just look at what we can establish, here's what we have. So number one, si Robin Padilla was not a member of Congress when Republic Act 8294 was passed. We know that, right? Number two, yung Republic Act 8294 came from legislation in the 10th Congress, specifically Senate Bill number 1148 and House Bill 8820. And number three, former Senator Ramon Revilla Sr. is officially associated with Republic Act 8294, and the Senate itself called it the Revilla Law. And number four, Robin's firearms conviction was directly related to the type of legal issue being addressed by the legislation. And finally, Robin said that while incarcerated, he communicated with the lawmakers, including Senator Revilla and Congressman Raul Daza, and gave input concerning changes to the firearms law. So kapag pinagsama-sama natin lahat yun, we get a much more nuanced picture. So sino ang tama? Tama ba si Mariel at Robin? O tama ba yung mga critics nila? And I don't think we need to choose a team, to be honest with you. This isn't just about Robin Padilla, and this isn't just about Mariel Rodriguez. It's about how we communicate in the age of social media. Kasi minsan, may sinasabi tayo casually, 4 years later, someone finds the clip, right? And suddenly, ipopost nila. And millions of people are over-analyzing every word you said. Sometimes missing the context completely changes the meaning. Other times, right? The context helps explain the statement, but the original wording was still inaccurate. And maybe that's what happened here. Mariel is asking people to understand the context. Her critics are saying, though, but those were the words you used. And both arguments deserve to be heard. But what we shouldn't do is turn every disagreement into personal attacks. Because we can definitely question a statement and we can fact check a politician, right? We can question celebrities. We can just agree to disagree. But sana kaya natin gawin yun without personal attacks. Okay, so at the end of the day, ano nga ba talaga ang takeaway dito? Mariel did say in 2022 that even while Robin Padilla was in bilibid na nakapagpasa siya ng batas. And that statement resurfaced 4 years later. And she is now clarifying na she did not mean it like that. Okay, she did not mean that Robin literally authored and passed legislation while he was incarcerated. So according to her, again, she was referring to Robin's experience with the firearms law and his alleged involvement in the discussions surrounding changes to that law. So yes, may context talaga yung sinabi ni Mariel. But there's also a big difference between saying nakatulong siya sa proseso at between nakapagpasa ng batas. And maybe, again, that's the most important distinction in this entire controversy. Hindi natin kailangang maging pro-Robin or hindi natin kailangang maging anti-Robin. We can simply look at the facts, my friends. Listen to both sides and decide for ourselves. Right. How about you guys? After hearing Mariel's explanation and looking at the history of the Republic Act 8294, do you think her clarification makes sense? Or do you think the original statement was simply worded incorrectly? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, let's keep the discussion respectful. And thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!